Happy birthday! Hello everyone, and happy birthday Animoto, sweet 16. And I'm so glad that you're all here to celebrate with us. It's a party. And what do we do at parties? We catch up. We catch up on everything that's been going on. And there has been a lot going on at Animoto. So I've got not one, not two, but a whole bunch of new features to share with you. I've got examples of how customers are using these features. And we're also going to dive into the product just so that you're aware of where they are and how to use them and all the fun details. So if you have any questions at all while we're going, feel free to pop them in the chat box. And one of our customer operations team, they'll email you back with the answer as soon as possible. But before we dive in, let's hear from Animoto's founder, Brad Jefferson, and he's going to tell us how it all got started.
We started Animoto back in 2006 with an ambitious idea. Imagine if everyone in the world could create amazing videos online with a simple click of a button. We could do all the magical editing work automatically in the background, and all the user would need to do is add photos and video clips. My co-founders and I had just enough experience in film, TV, computer science, and entrepreneurship to believe we could uniquely pull it off. Remember, this was so long ago that MySpace was still more popular than Facebook. The newly introduced iPhone didn't yet have a video camera or app store, and there wasn't really a compelling way to share photos online with family and friends. And most dauntingly, creating video through a browser had never been done before. But none of that deterred us. In August of 2007, we officially launched Animoto.com, and the rest is history. Since then, the importance of online video has exploded and a lot has changed in the world. But 16 years after launching, what hasn't changed is the Animoto vision and our passion for serving you by innovating and regularly releasing new features. At Animoto, we are working really hard to make it easy for anyone in the world to create powerful, professional video.
Thanks, Brad. I love hearing that story. So in 16 years, Animoto's come a long, long way, and we've evolved as the world around us did. So because we're unwrapping gifts, so to speak, I'm going to start with our very latest update, which I love, Elements. Let's cue the confetti. I'm not going to lie, this is one of my favorite features. It's so much fun. Elements are animated graphics that can be added to your video to add motion, personality, and just in general, a whole lot more fun. When we make a video, the number one thing we're trying to achieve is to gain the attention of our viewer, to keep them watching, and to make sure that the message we're communicating is understood. So we want our video to be engaging and for the message to get through. Elements help to achieve this. When you're in your video creation space, you'll notice this new icon at the bottom on the left-hand side of the block. And when you hover over it, it will say, add an element. We have hundreds of new elements and you can simply click to add to your video. By using elements such as arrows, underlines, stars, and text backgrounds, we can emphasize the things we want to stand out. Fun callouts like new or sale, swipe up and sound on. These can be used to help direct your viewer to take action. There's an array of shapes like stars and hearts and all sorts of magic in there. The best way to explain elements is to show you. So let's roll some videos. I love the subtle motion that it adds and, like I said, the personality that it brings to that video. Here's another video made with elements. Last but not least, here's a video from one of our customers. Now, she's in the fashion industry and she's selling these pants. So adding elements to the video really highlights what it is she's selling and where she wants your attention to focus on, and then adds some really great call to actions as well. Okay, so here are some tips and best practices to help you use elements in your video. You can use elements to highlight key components of your video, as we've seen. You can also use shapes as text backgrounds or to break up your blocks. Click and drag the corner of your element to make it bigger or smaller, and you can rotate the element by using the button at the bottom left corner. You can customize your element's color to match your brand. Play around with the opacity and layers to ensure your elements, text, and media all complement each other. And look to our templates for inspiration on how to best utilize elements. Okay, so that's it for gift number 1, which I love. And we've got more great gifts to come. So on to the next one. So by now, all Animoto subscribers have been introduced to a new workspace recently created to allow easier access to your videos and easier to share them. In a nutshell, during the start of the pandemic, we turned webcams on and live video became a quick fix to keep our businesses, appointments, and personal relationships running smoothly. For a while, it was the only way that we could connect with each other. It may have started as a necessity, but now, as we come back to the new normal, video continues to evolve and adapt as we have. Businesses and individuals are choosing to share information and connect with others via video. Last year, we conducted a study to find out how departments across online and hybrid organizations use video. We found that they were no longer just creating video ads or holding Zoom meetings. In fact, of all of the videos created by organizations, training videos came out on top. So we quickly realized that using video to communicate was now a real thing, and the need for collaboration with clients, colleagues, and managers is paramount. We also learned that video creation within companies was a huge time suck, often involving loads of back and forth for approval or feedback, sometimes even huge file transfers or file downloads just to watch the video, even requests to the marketing team or the creative team to create internal videos, which we all know was not a priority for those teams. Sometimes even, people were sending these out to get produced. So a simple onboarding video for a new employee or a quick 2-minute video message from the CEO could take anything from 2 weeks to a month to get created. So to cut a long story short, we created a Teams plan that includes a bunch of new features, which I'll cover in just a minute, to enable multiple users to create and share videos on brand in minutes. So let's start with the workspace. If you're on our free, basic, or pro plan, you'll likely notice your My Videos page looks different. It has all the same functionalities as before, but for those of you who are on our Pro Plus plan, which is now Teams, you have the ability to choose between your individual workspace and a new Teams workspace. And you can easily switch between the two. Just click the drop down to do so. The Team workspace is your new home for video creation and collaboration. You and your team can edit and watch videos in this space and create with all of our top-tier functionality. So it's the space that everyone on your team can access. The individual workspace is where your own personal videos will live. The other change is the Save Templates button below the drop-down. Account admins can create a video with your brand, your story, media, and music, and then save it as a template, so that anyone on your team can use that to start their next video. Account admins can also manage billing, change or add member roles, and create saved brands as well as saved templates. They can also add users to their team or purchase additional seats, all from the team settings page. A producer role means that you can create, edit, and share videos within the Teams workspace. To ensure your team has access to all the right tools they need, the Teams plan also includes all of our features: premium stock, all the music, voiceover, MultiThong, screen and webcam recording, and much, much more. So that's Teams and the Teams workspace in a nutshell. And now I see your interest is piqued. What did she say? Voiceover, save templates, MultiThong, screen and webcam recording. What are all these things? Well, these are new features that have been added to Animoto in the last 6 to 12 months, now making Animoto your complete toolbox for everything video. When we looked at the videos that our customers were creating, we saw that many of them were actually creating similar looking videos over and over again. They were copying a video project and using that as the starting point for their next video, which worked, but it was a little clunky. So with saved templates, you can now turn your favorite videos into ready-to-use templates, making your next video even easier. So this enables you to make more videos in less time and keep branding or messaging all consistent and saving time because you're not having to make the same changes over and over again. Next, I want to unwrap commenting. Commenting is another new feature which you can access up here in the top toolbar by clicking on the comments icon. Commenting takes the stress out of video feedback. No more juggling messy email threads or contradictory comments. Just invite your colleagues to review your videos, add comments, and collaborate with teammates all in the same place so you can get to the finished video easier. Next up on the gift list, screen and webcam recording. Either or both of these features are easily accessed by clicking on the record button up here in the top toolbar. When you click on record, a screen pops up giving you the option to record your screen, record using your camera, or both at the same time. So again, we saw users were creating videos using screen recordings, but they had to create that aspect outside of Animoto and import it back into the media library. So to keep things simple and easy, we've now brought it all within Animoto. The addition of webcam also allows you to truly add that personal touch to your presentation or video. So as I mentioned, more and more people using video to communicate and seeing a friendly face on the screen. It's a big part of getting your message across in a truly authentic way. And if you pop into our layouts, you'll notice that we added some picture-in-picture layouts that can accommodate your new screen and webcam recordings. Okay, so we have two gifts left to unwrap. They are Voiceover and MultiThong. So Voiceover is not exactly new to Animoto. I think it was about a year ago that we released this, but soon after the launch, we did iterate to make using Voiceover much easier and more applicable to the types of videos that we saw that our customers were making. So firstly, to access Voiceover, you'll need to go to the Audio tab at the top of your creation dashboard. When you click on this, you'll see an audio timeline open up below the preview of your video. So the top line is for your music or soundtrack, and then the bottom line is for Voiceover. When you click on the microphone icon, you'll see the option to either record straight from your computer into Animoto or to upload a pre-recorded voiceover. With both of these options, you can now add up to 4 separate voiceover tracks. You can trim your voiceover and even move it by dragging it along the timeline until you get to the part of the video that you need. It's as easy as that. Now you can amplify the impact of your videos with your most unique feature, your voice. Lastly is MultiThong. Our most requested feature is now here. Whatever you're creating, you're no longer limited to a single song. Set the tone throughout your video with up to 8 tracks on your music timeline. Once again, just click on the Audio tab, and this time, let's look at the music timeline. If the song you already have takes up the entire video, you'll have to trim it to where you want the second song to start. Then simply click on the Explore button in the music library and find your track, then click the plus button to add it to your timeline. Alternatively, if you have your own track, you can upload that as well. Just make sure you have the license for it before you do. And like I said, you can keep doing this process and add up to 8 music tracks to your video, and voila. And that's it. A lot has changed in this, our 16th year, but it's only making Animoto a more complete toolbox for video creation. If you'd like to dive into any of these features even further, please head to our Education Center or our blog where we've got videos and articles that go through all of these features. Thank you for coming to our party. Those of you who joined in, you've all gone into the draw to win amazing prizes that will actually be drawn in the next 24 hours. So keep an eye on your inbox, and we'll also publish the winners in our blog post about this event. So once again, thanks for joining us at this Animoto's birthday party. Happy birthday, Animoto, and happy video making.